Today I'm going to share with you 5 ways to simplify your life, to live a better and happy life, and have a more fulfilling relationship with those that you love.
Nacola for battles won. Nacola is the one.
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all doing wonderful today. My name is Nacola on YouTube. On this channel I speak on psychosocial issues affecting humanity, as well as I will motivate and inspire to help people along their journey. If these things interest you, please feel free to subscribe and click the bell so that you'll never miss a video. If you're wondering what psychosocial issues are, I speak on issues such as abuse, single parenting, and other current topical issues that may be affecting you personally. So go ahead now and subscribe and come right back to the video. It was William James who said that the greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitude. And this is absolutely true. The way we think, we can alter our lives in a very significant way. And today I want you all to make sure that you stay on a positive path and don't ever look back, because a positive path is where you are going to get your breakthrough. It is where you're going to alter the situations that are not so good in your life. And it is finally going to allow you to have great relationships with your friends and your loved ones. Stay tuned, because everything in our lives seems like a big deal. We as humans just end up living our lives one drama after the other. So here is number 1 in series number 6, and it is to choose our battles wisely. Choose your battles wisely is a popular phrase in parenting, but is equally important in helping us to live a more happy life. So choose your battles wisely. Choose your battles wisely simply means that life is filled with opportunities to choose between, and it is up to you to choose between making a big deal out of something or letting it go, realizing that it doesn't really matter. Let me share with you one thing here. If you choose your battles wisely, you will be winning in every situation, and you will be winning in the things that truly matters for you and your life. Guaranteed, I can tell you that it is so. And if you try it, choose your battles. Just select which one you think is more important to you. Certainly, there are times when you'd want to even argue, confront, or even fight for your right or for the things that you think is important to you. Many people who I even know, will argue, confront, and fight over anything, any and everything, and they will not choose their battles wisely. And they turn their lives into a battles or series of relatively small stuff. There is a lot of frustration in living this kind of life that you will lose track over what is really relevant. If you don't want to sweat the small stuff, it is very important that you choose your battles wisely. And when you do this, you realize that there will come a day when there will be no need to fight at all. Before I share number 2, I want to share something amazing with you. I know you will love this. I'm the author of a children's book, and this book is illustrated by Lisa Davis. You can find it on Amazon.com. It is entitled Richard Wants a Moon. Go and get your copy now for your little ones. You will not regret it. Number 2 is to become aware of your moods, and don't allow the low ones to fool you. I am very much aware that our own moods can be extremely deceptive. Your moods can trick you into believing that life is far worse than it really is. Look back in your life. Look at the times that you worry. Look at the times that you were feeling really low, and then boom, out of the blue, everything that you desired came true. Your feelings can be really deceptive. Your moods can be deceptive. So never use your mood to judge situations. When you're in a good mood, things don't seem so hard, and life seems less formidable and easier to handle. On the contrary, when you're in a bad mood, life seems unbearably serious and difficult. You have very little perspective. You take things personally and often misinterpret those around you as you impute malignant motives into their actions. Here's the catch. We sometimes, let me say we, because I'm included here, we don't always realize that our moods are always on the run. We certainly sometimes believe that our lives have become worse in the past hour or day. When you are in a low mood, it is not the time to analyze your life. When you feel despondent and feel inundated by life, it is not the time to analyze your life. The trick is to be grateful for the good mood and be gracious in the low moods. When you are gracious or grateful in the low moods, you will not take life too seriously. Because life is not all that serious, No, it is not. I have come to terms with it, and I do realize that at this time, life is, as I mentioned in the past series, it is not an emergency. Do not take life too seriously. I'm in a low mood because I just lost the dearest and most precious person to me, my uncle. But I am here to share with you today. I could have been pouting, I could have been crying, I could have been in a different zone, and there's no upload. But I came to share. When you're in a low mood, remind yourself that this too shall pass, and it will. On number 3, I will just remind you that life is a test. It is only a test. Things will come to you from all angles, from the back, from the front, from the sides. But as I sit here at this moment, I want to remind you that life is a test, only a test, and only a test. And your test will determine how strong you are as an individual. And this is where you are going to be knowing yourself and knowing what you can take and what you're not able to take. When you begin to look at life as a test or a series of tests, you will look and realize that life is an opportunity that will allow you to grow. Any issues that you face will give you a chance to roll with the punches. Whether you're being bombarded with problems, responsibilities, insurmountable difficulties, when looked at as a test, you always have a chance to succeed. You will rise above the situation that is challenging you. The only time you'll ever be possibly happy is when everything is working out right, just right with you. Am I correct? Yes. We always tend to be all happy and dandy when everything is working out right for us. And when things are not, then we fall down a little bit on the lower end of our mood. When the issues arise, ask yourself what can I do? Ask yourself, what can I do to rise above this? Ask yourself, what can I really do to navigate out of the situation? Ask yourself, is this really, did it come as a test in my life? Did it come to teach me a lesson? Did it come to help me to grow and to learn more about life? Look at the issues that you have as some kind of tests. And yeah, you may look and say, okay, Nacola can say anything because she doesn't have problems. I am sitting in front of you and I may have a myriad of problems, but I deal with my problems the way I am sharing with you, and that is why they don't overpower me, and that is why they don't destroy me. Over the years, after living on your own for a while, then you will learn to pilot your life and you will learn from your mistakes, and they will help you to live a much better life. Number 4, where this one will be a bit of a different perspective for some of you, and you will not probably look at it how I'm looking at it now. It took me a while to really wonder if this is something I wanted to talk about, right? Think of praise and blame as the same. Yikes. And what do I mean by this? One of the most unavoidable lessons in life is having to deal with the disapproval of others, right? That's one of the hardest things you'll have to deal with, because the disapproval will come from your friends and family. Praise and blame is a fancy way of reminding yourself of the old cliche that you will never be able to please all of the people all the time. Let me say it again. Praise and blame is a fancy way of reminding yourself of the old cliche, right? That you will never be able to please all of the people all the time. Our approval ratings from family and friends or the people that we work with isn't likely to be much higher. The truth is, everyone has their own set of ideas with which to evaluate life, and our ideas don't always match those of other people. I am going to be the first to admit that I always prefer approval over disapproval. It feels better, and it's certainly easier to deal with, right? The more content I become, the less I depend on it for my own well-being. Number 5 is to practice random acts of kindness. You know, there's a bumper sticker out, and I saw it in a car the other day. Practice random acts of kindness. I have no idea who thought about this, and I've never seen a more important message on a car in front of me. Practicing random acts of kindness is a way to get in touch with the acts of giving without expecting anything in return. It is best to practice this without letting anyone know what you're doing. Perhaps the greatest reason to practice random acts of kindness is that it brings contentment into your life. There is no prescription in how to practice random acts of kindness, but pretty soon, if we do our part, we will realize that we live in a much nicer world. I offer memberships on my channel, so please remember to click join beside the red subscribe button to view the perks and select from the best offer for you. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you love this video, and connect to the next video on the screen, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.
Seeking inspiration, needing motivation. Nacola is the one, sharing tips to cope, bringing joy and hope. Nacola for battles won. Nacola is the one.